Can politicians actually do anything? And I'm talking about like the general things that affect the general people. I'm not talking about like, oh, I have this pothole in the street near my house, and I need my congressman to pass a bill F248 so that I'm not talking about niche things like that, which I think they can affect. I'm talking about like normal everyday things for normal everyday people. Can they actually do anything? I just saw this one podcast clip with this Adam Galloway guy, I think is his name, and he was interviewing Gavin Newsom, the governor or whatever of California. I don't know if he's a governor anymore. Anyways, and he presented this idea to Gavin Newsom, which was basically like, oh, what if we don't tax people under the age of 40? Because we need to put money into the pockets of young people. I'm so tired of this shit. Like, it's gotten to the point now where I know you're pandering to me. Like, I hear this shit, and it used to be like, oh my God, yeah, that guy's saying like lower taxes, like that, like neuron activation, I'm gonna vote for that guy. Now it just seems like you're pandering to us, and it pisses me off because I'm aware of it. If I have to see one more politician go on a podcast and just talk about the problems that I'm going to so I'm not gonna myself. But like I'm so tired of it, right? It's like, can these politicians actually do anything? It seems like all they do is entertainment. It's all entertainment. All they do is talk about the problems and the things we need to do, and then they just don't do anything. Now, I'm of the belief that like politics doesn't really matter, so I don't really care what these politicians say. But I do watch TikTok and YouTube shorts, and so like it's affecting my entertainment. I don't really give a what goes on in Sacramento and California, right? I don't really give a what goes on in Washington, D.C., right? But when it starts impacting entertainment, I don't like admire the fact that you're like going on a podcast and like trying to connect with the youth. It's so annoying. I would honestly rather see you politicians try to connect with the youth in the ways that you're accustomed to connecting with the youth with, by like visiting islands, than by trying to go on podcasts and talk like you understand our problems. Stop talking about shit. Like, and that's my question, because like I'm talking about shit, but I'm a YouTuber. I actually can't do anything about politics. You're in the position where you can, in theory, do things about politics, but all you're doing is talking about it. It's like you and me, like me and the average politician, are doing just as much work for like policy and like actual change in the country. That's so stupid. What are you guys actually doing? Seriously, like actually doing? Because all I see is like the same problems people had 5-10 years ago, more or less the same problems people have today. And you guys still talk about it. And it's like, it's so annoying because, yeah, I don't know, I'm getting all riled up. Politics is so stupid. Like I was saying, I don't really care about politics, but it's just like, I scroll TikTok and I'm trying to watch like hot girls or like boobs. And then I see this like these political things, and it's like, oh, this relatable like governor of my state. It's just pandering. It's just entertainment. You guys, like, we are tired of hearing you say you're going to do stuff. I'd rather you stop making public appearances altogether and just do shit. Stop acting like it's. I bet it's like one of those things of like, it's simple but not easy. Where it's like, yeah, it's obvious to say like, okay, yeah, the problems in California, for example, homelessness, taxes, whatever, like the crime, they're like obvious things. It's like simple, but it might not be easy to solve. I get that, but like, stop talking about it. If you are able to do something, go do it. Stop making podcasts and stop ruining my feeds. It's for boobs and comedy.